It won't be long now till basically every single major popular film has been reimagined. Oh, that doesn't sound normal. How about this? Reimagined. Oh, that's even worse. I don't know. Oh no, my soundboard's been reimagined. What's happening? What's happening? Wait, reimagined. There we kind of go. I guess. Reimagined. So yeah, that's sort of it. Reimagining. Um, and what I think is funny is that they keep using the same language, right? It has to represent the world we live in. I mean, okay, so what? Like, every time that they bring this up, you have some group saying, if you have, I don't know, 5 to 10% of the population, which is a very high percentage. If you take out the percentage of people that say that while they're in high school or something like that for TikTok clout, it would be totally normal that a single family involved in a story might not have LGBTQ representation. But of course, that's not the world that we actually live in. It's the world they see, right? Everybody's gay. Like, it's so crazy. Kenya Barris says the Wizard. First of all, they're remaking a perfect movie. All right, do not support this movie. I'm telling you, I saw The Wizard of Oz play maybe a month ago, roughly, and then came back and watched the movie, which is almost 100 years old, and it's still perfect. 100 years later, and the movie is still nearly perfect. The practical effects are mind-blowing. It's just so cool to see something so old that actually holds up. And now we get this guy with his wry smile. Kenya Barris says the Wizard of Oz remake will include LGBTQ representation to, quote, reflect the world. Here's how the actual world works. I go months without interacting with, and I go out, I go to the pub, I go, to the grocery store. I could go months without knowing who people sleep with, right? I'm just like existing in life. Wizard of Oz was never about anybody's romantic involvement. So this is not like a natural thing to bring up, right? What they're doing is they're going to, so that they get all the leftist media to cover about how stunning and brave it is, they're going to make, I don't know, the Wicked Witch gay or something like that. Look, I know that Wicked was on Broadway, and I don't know exactly that I would call the film the height of masculinity. But I will say that you don't really know anybody's romantic involvement. I suppose her parents, for, you make inferments here, right? But like, you can't make them a villain. That would be bad representation. So what, are they going to just make Dorothy bi now? And the reason they're doing it is because somehow over the rainbow, indeed, Kenya Barris tells me that LGBTQ representation will be featured in Wizard of Oz. Oh, thank God. I know one of the 5 all-time greatest films, probably, in terms of longevity and the amount of people that have seen it and enjoyed it. That definitely needs some tweaking, right? The original was an allegory and a reflection on the way the world was at the time, with things like the Great Depression and the Dust Bowl, says Barris, who will write and direct the, they literally say the word, reimagining, for Warner Brothers. Now we're going to turn a mirror on where we're at right now and take disparate characters from the LGBTQ community, from different cultural communities and socioeconomic communities, and tell the story that reflects the world. I think that's the best time to do that. This movie is going to be a disaster. Don't pay money to see this. We know they're telling you up front that the only thing they care about is more representation. You shouldn't be remaking this movie anyway. He understands a Wizard of Oz remake comes with tremendous pressure. I'm nervous, Barris tells me. Hopefully my movie can last as long as the original is. Are you joking? He adds with a laugh, hopefully my movie comes out. Ismael Cruz Cordova is thinking about his next step after his breakout role as an elf. Wait, that's the whole story? So I didn't even, this is what I mean about like, they're just doing it for headlines. Did you even know they were remaking Wizard of Oz? I didn't. You know why they wrote the article? Because more representation. Let's look at some of the people in the replies. Quarterback Garrett already did that in 1939. Definitely gay coded. There's literally only one human for most of part of the story. Just say you're going to make Dorothy black and get over it. Was there even a prominent romantic relationship in the film? The answer is no. Does Auntie Em and Uncle Henry even count? Is someone please just stop? Another remake. There truly are no original ideas left in Hollywood. They're going to use woke as an excuse for creativity now. Yeah, because that's working so well in the Rings of Power. Like what song If I Only Had a Brain deemed ableist replaced with If I Could Only Get Some Brain. Dorothy to be recast with a more gay appropriate actress. This is obviously a parody account. I never cared who Dorothy and her friends were banging, but I'll do better this time. Hashtag ally. Hashtag representation matters. I don't get like, yes, a notoriously hyper straight movie, The Wizard of Oz. What does that mean? Just because what's not straight about the movie? Because they sing? I don't think the gay community has a monopoly on musicals, okay? Like, they've existed for a very long time and have been loved by lots of people, not exclusively one community. Like Dead on Arrival, or what if we didn't remake an absolutely perfect film? Yeah, that's a good idea. That oil can scene will take on a whole new meaning. They're going to ruin another classic. I mean, maybe they could put them in the Lollipop Guild. I suppose that might actually work. Like, I don't even... Was there hetero content in the original? No, there was not. I don't even understand. I don't even understand. I bet it'll be one of the witches, but only the really quick scene that China can censor easily. Why are you remaking this movie? I like quote tweets are also gold too. Oh, by the way, 69 giggity likes, and they have 2.8 million followers. I can't stress to you enough. I cannot stress to you enough how little the world wants a Wizard of Oz remake. If you want to watch Wizard of Oz, you go watch Wizard of Oz. It's actually kind of hard to stream if you don't have the physical media. I think you have to actually use the HBO Max app to get access to it, which is why you buy physical media, folks. Just the other day, I was like, I didn't remember moving a DVD player, right? And like my new laptop doesn't have a ROM drive. My tower doesn't have a ROM drive. I was like, man, I remember when there used to be like 20, 30 different kinds of DVD players. And then there was like a range in qualities. Now I'm like, I want to get a DVD player just to have around the house in case, I want to watch my old media. And there's like 3 to choose from. 70 likes, 170 quote tweets. Why is The Wizard of Oz being remade to include gender or a sexual identity when the original did not include anything? It pops up in at least 3 of his films and accounts for the only times that Waters found himself in drag as a child at a birthday party. I mean, like, I don't get it. Big news. If you're going to do it, commit to it. We don't want something on par with Disney's 6475392's first gay character. Have the Lion and the Scarecrow make out or it's not worth it. You know what? I agree. I 100% agree with it. I 100% agree that they need to go all the way. Wow, finally Wizard of Oz will be gay. The movie's burying the needle on the gay cyclopsometer. I don't know why the Lion fellow was already pretty gay. If the original idea had done this, gay men might actually have watched a Judy Garland movie. Wait, gay people don't like Judy Garland? I didn't know that was a thing. I guess, like, yeah, here's Donovan. More LGBTQ representation in a needless remake. Ugh, at this point, I'm just so over the rainbow. Strange, I seem to remember the entire cast being gay. Why don't you losers just come up with a new idea instead of living in the empty shells of the empty shells of who white male left you? Yeah, that's actually probably a good point. They're going to ruin everything because they're out of it. I hope the LGBTQ community can support you at the box office because I'm just sick of it. Done. I'm not paying any money for this, and I hope the movie fails miserably. I hope you enjoyed this video. Go watch the original. We'll talk to you again real soon.